gear-shaped knobs, more hotkeys than you'll ever need, and a built-in fidget spinner? This is what happens when you let somebody with unmedicated ADHD design a $150 Hall Effect gaming keyboard. Meet the NuPhy Field 75HE, a keyboard with personality to spare. But does its performance exceed its goofy style? Today, we're putting it to the test to answer the big question. Is it any good? NuPhy sent me this keyboard but has no input on this review. Everything you're about to hear are my own original thoughts and opinions. Inside the box, we'll find a matching themed USB Type-A to Type-C cable, a keycap and switch puller, 4 extra keycaps, and a big old quick start poster guide thing. Aesthetically, I find this keyboard very pleasing. I love the color choices used. The gray plastic case mixed with the gray, white, and orange cherry profile keycaps is a very nice combo. The handlebar is a unique choice. It's perfect for bonking your friends on the head or just carrying it out of your mother's basement. Located next to the handlebar, we'll find 4 rebindable hotkeys, and underneath the spacebar, we'll find some more. Everything is completely rebindable using NuPhy's web UI software, but we'll talk about that more in a minute. Personally, I don't really care for hotkeys. To me, they usually get in the way of the typing experience. Since I like to type like an uneducated ape, I constantly feel the top of the hotkeys on my thumbs, and since the left side of the keyboard has the same hotkeys, the typing interface is slightly shifted to the right, which takes some getting used to. It's very similar to the Logitech G915X Lightspeed, so if you're used to that, then the placement of the keys on this is very similar. Above the hotkeys on the left, we'll find a dip switch that's labeled M1, M2, and M3. These correspond to different modes on the keyboard. M1 is for Mac, M2 is for Windows, and M3 is for gaming. The M3 gaming mode will behave the same as the Windows mode, but it will have the Windows key disabled. It's worth mentioning that NuPhy lists Linux, Android, and iOS as compatible operating systems with the Field 75. Above the mode switch, we have a little gear switch that controls the lighting on the keyboard. You can roll it left or right to control the brightness. You can also press it to cycle between the RGB profiles. The piece de resistance, however, is the little fidget spinner on the top left. I don't know who designed this, but give them a medal. I love this thing and I constantly find myself playing with it. Roll the wheel to adjust your volume or press the small button on the side to mute. It makes a very satisfying ratcheting sound whenever you use it. It's definitely unique, weird, and incredibly satisfying. Check it out. The Field 75HE comes stock with Gateron magnetic jade switches, but can also be ordered with the white switches. Being magnetic, it gives us access to all the standard Hall Effect features we become accustomed to at this point. The switches seem solid to me. They come pre-lubed and had minimal wobble to them. The jade switches are dual-railed structured and have an initial gram force of 30 with an end gram force of 50. The actuation range is a little different, measuring between 0.1mm to 3.5mm. These are south-facing LED switches and are a very tight fit into the board's aluminum top plate. And yes, it is hot swappable. This is a tray-mounted PCB inside of a plastic case and has 3 different layers of foam. The top plate sandwiches the pour-on pad with the PCB, then there's additional foam located underneath that. We'll find we also get plate-mounted stabilizers. Womp, womp. And I found that they had a little bit of wobble to them. The lube job from the factory was satisfactory, but I would have liked to see more lube used. The double shot mold of the keycaps makes the legends incredibly sharp. There is no RGB shine through with these guys, which is fine by me. The text is standard for all the legends except for the delete key on the top right, which took me way longer than I'd like to admit to find out that it was the delete key. The keycaps are in a cherry profile and we have adjustable feet giving us 2 different pitches for a typing profile. Now, NuPhy, they put a lot of effort into the spacebar. We'll find it's installed with a silicone sound absorber with additional silicone located by the switch. All things considered, for not being a gasket mounted PCB and having an aluminum top plate, this keyboard has a pretty good sound to it to me. What do you guys think? Alright, let's talk about the elephant in the room. NuPhy claims the polling rate of the Field 75 HE is 8K. Unfortunately, I don't have the hardware to test and see if this is accurate or not yet. My suspicion is that this keyboard isn't true 8K end to end. I suspect that parts of the board are 8K, but I don't think you're getting a consistent 8K out of the USB cable into your PC, and that's fine with me. To be brutally honest, I don't think 8K is necessary for gaming and is almost exclusively being used as a marketing term for keyboards and mice. I don't think 99% of gamers would be able to tell the difference between 8K and 1K, and in the future, we're going to test this. If that's something you're into, make sure you guys help me out and subscribe so I can convince my wife to let me buy special hardware to test these types of things. Thank you. I will say the Field 75 HE performed admirably during long gaming sessions. I did have an issue where the USB cable would seemingly disconnect and reconnect a bunch of times, but when I updated the keyboard's firmware through the web UI, that issue went away. I'm very happy with the inclusion of web UI software. It makes setting up your keyboard very simple without the need of downloading any bloatware. To customize the Field 75 HE, go to NuPhy.io from any Chromium-based browser. Doesn't work on Firefox. From here, you'll be able to issue updates to your keyboard, create different layers, rebind different keys, including those pesky hotkeys, set up rapid trigger, create custom lighting effects, adjust your polling rate, and much more. I'm really happy the market is starting to move in this direction, by the way. I find this to be a far more convenient option than downloading a brand software. One of the cool things about the web UI is it reads out all your keystrokes in real time. Pretty neat, innovative stuff that I'd like to see more of in the future. NuPhy's products come with a 1-year warranty, and to be honest, I'd like to see this extended to a minimum of 2 years, which seems to be the industry standard right now. Something interesting about the warranty is that NuPhy warrants anything inside the box as a product that's covered by defects and workmanship for 1 year. So does this include the keycap puller or keycaps? Pretty interesting if it does. However, the switches I don't think fall under the warranty since they're manufactured by Gateron and would be considered a non-NuPhy product. That's just my interpretation of the warranty though. And that's why you guys watch. I read this stuff so you don't have to. And apparently NuPhy also has walk-in NuPhy service centers, but I doubt any are available in the US, this being a Shenzhen Chinese-based company. Would be pretty cool if there were. So for $150, is it any good? There's no shortage of features on the Field 75 HE. I was honestly surprised by the quality of everything since I hadn't heard of NuPhy before they reached out to me. If you're a gamer who's looking for a Hall effect keyboard that has loads of hotkeys with a fidget spinner for a volume knob, all managed through a web UI, then this may be the keyboard for you. And this one could be. Our Discord voted, and we're giving this keyboard away to commemorate reaching 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. To enter the giveaway, follow the Rage Academy on YouTube and Twitch, like this video, and join our Discord. Links in the description. We last gave away some custom keycaps and Wooting 60 HE Plus live on stream, and it was a lot of fun, so hopefully this can become a regular thing. The giveaway will be on November 9th at 5 p.m. EST live on Twitch. Thanks for watching. As always, I hope you learned something, and until next time, GG.